I was allowing social media and people's opinions to dictate and control my life. This is such an interesting topic. This is how I overcame the fear of posting online. This is episode 2 of the Under Renovation podcast, where I share my stories and experiences that hopefully you can learn something from them, but also for myself to reflect on these so that I can grow and keep moving forward. So it's no stranger that posting online is scary. Initially, but I'm going to teach you how to not be afraid of posting online. But I won't lie, that was me for a very long time. I cared so much. I think it stemmed a lot from whether it was being bullied in high school and fearing that if I posted that more people would just not want to be my friend. I mean, which is insane. I think that if someone wants to try something, you shouldn't be like, oh, they're weird or whatever. You'd be like, wow, they're willing to try. That is huge. Most people don't even try. For how I overcame the fear of posting online is kind of strange because for me, it was kind of reverse. I gained a mass following. I was like, oh, well, it doesn't matter. I have a ton of followers. I can post whatever cringy things I want, and people who are following me like that. Didn't really worry too much because I was like, well, all these videos are getting likes. But then eventually, as things slowed down, I just wasn't popping off, I guess, as much as I was. I felt awkward posting these videos and then them not getting likes. And I realized that I was letting a number of likes or a number of followers dictate my happiness and my motivation to post. And then all of a sudden when that number wasn't there, I was becoming self-conscious again, or I was becoming scared to post because I was like, well, why would I want to post these videos if nobody's liking them? And I was just giving social media so much control over my life and dictating how I felt, and constantly thinking about what people thought about the videos. And I was always seeking validation from others, which thank God I don't do now. And then there was this 2 or 3 year gap where I just didn't post on social media because I was doing my degree, my first degree, and I was so busy. And I just think what I was posting before, it wasn't what I wanted to post now. And so I was like, okay, well, how do I move forward from this when people want to see certain types of videos, but I don't want to post that anymore? And that's honestly probably why I don't really use my TikTok account anymore, simply just because that audience that's tied to that account is not what I want to post now, they probably wouldn't want to see. Something that really helped me get over the fear of posting online was knowing that what I was posting was a part of something bigger. So the way that I looked at social media this time around was that, like I said in episode 1, that I was trying to build a community, build something much bigger than just posting videos online. In my head and on paper, I have goals and aspirations of how this will help direct certain things in my life. And you have to start somewhere. You can't skip point A to get to point B. Does that make sense? You just you have to go through all of the stages, essentially. Knowing that the content that I'm posting now has such a positive and uplifting, inspirational aspect and element to it made it a lot easier to post, knowing that I am trying to help other people see what I see, so that hopefully it gives them the courage and the confidence to believe in themselves and trust in themselves. And so knowing that I'm doing that, and it is truly doing what I want to do with my account, because I just wish that there was someone out there, an influencer or a content creator when I was younger, that would have been more vocal about these things. But social media was such a different, it was a different evolution back then. This is probably the biggest point that I want to touch on. I was allowing social media and people's opinions to dictate and control my life. I was trying to seek validation from so many people, and people who probably like didn't even care about me. I just value taking control of my life and being in control of certain aspects. And so in terms of my mindset, my mentality, I was like, okay, well, I am not going to let other people dictate my happiness, dictate my creativity. I am such a creative person, and I have no problem saying that. Making videos makes me really happy. Being creative makes me really happy. Being able to inspire and help others build confidence in themselves and trust themselves makes me happy. And so I knew, okay, well, if these things make me happy, then I should do them, regardless of what people think. Because if I'm deciding not to do something that makes me happy because Joe Blow over here might think it's weird, I'm making myself unhappy. Like, I am like now upset because I don't get to express myself and be creative because Joe Lunchbox over there is just like looking at me weird, and now I'm like, oh my god, I'm questioning my self-worth. Like, no. I think it is so wonderful, all the people that put themselves out there and take a risk, because it does take a lot. But you have to know that a lot of people out there, the reason why they will judge about what you're doing, putting yourself out there, is because they don't think that they could do it themselves, because they believe that it is embarrassing. But for me, I don't think it's embarrassing. I think that I'm helping a ton of people. I think I'm making people happy every day. And if someone goes, oh my god, she like da-da-da-da, who cares? Who cares? Like, we're literally on a floating rock, and like everyone is going to die. That probably just sounded like a lot, but it's so true. Like, everyone in this world is going to die. And I think that when you recognize that, and you recognize that you only have a certain amount of time in this life, why would you not want to do what makes you happy? Why would you not want to live your life to the fullest? Why would you not want to see if you can chase your dreams? And if your dreams involve posting online, and maybe you do want to become a like influencer content creator, it is a lot of work. There is editing involved, there's filming, scripting, you got to be consistent. You got to be okay with having videos flop and not be discouraged. There's so much to it. If you know and you choose a niche or something that you know you love posting about, then it will make it a million times easier, and you will just keep posting because it makes you happy. Whereas I think that I talked about that in episode 1, that it was the change that I made going from posting what was doing well and trend hopping and how that like didn't make me happy, and then posting stuff that makes me happy and I actually find fun. Now it feels effortless. It feels like, oh well, all these content ideas just come to my head, so I just like keep outputting so many videos. If I was making content like I used to be, I would probably struggle and be spending way more time on my content, and it wouldn't be fulfilling me. I think being such a creative, making videos is so important to me. Like from such a young age, I was making videos like on iMovie, on Video Star, like those iMovie trailers. Oh, loved those. We would also make like little movies, and then like on Video Star, we'd make music videos. That was the best. I remember like being on Vine, doing skits. All those videos I've been doing since such a young age. And obviously when you're in grade 6 making a bunch of Vines, like social media wasn't even what it is now. Like, so I didn't really care if people saw my hundreds and hundreds of skits. Then I was making videos on Musical.ly, and then I was posting on Instagram and then TikTok. I feel like making videos has just been such an innate part of me, and it has always made me happy. So I just knew like, okay, well, if it makes me happy, then I have to do it. I think that was just this aspect of like choosing myself and taking control of my life and choosing my happiness over caring about what people think about me, and whether they think what I do is weird. I really don't care, honestly. And it just comes from, if you're doing what you love, why would you care what other people think? And if you choose something to post about online and it's something you're truly passionate about and you love, you're not gonna care what people think. And I think that's the hack. Post about things you love, that you are truly passionate about, and you won't care. So take control of your life. If you want to be in content creation, take control of your life. Stop letting what other people could be thinking about you, which you actually have no proof, by the way. You're making up scenarios in your head going, oh, they're probably thinking this about me, or they looked weird, they looked at me weird, and you get overwhelmed and stressed with fake scenarios and things that you actually have no evidence that has ever occurred. You're assuming, because honestly, it probably is rooted in self-judgment, and we're telling ourselves maybe I should delete this, it got no likes, so no one likes it. But if you liked it, if you liked the video, then it doesn't matter if anybody else likes the video. It just matters if you like it. It is your social media. If you like the video, then keep it up. You letting a number of likes and a number of followers or a number of comments dictate you being able to make content and post it online, you're going to be discouraged. If you can get over not caring about likes, followers, shares, whatever it is, the 9 miles, whatever, you will do just fine. It will allow you to stay consistent and motivated to continue posting when you're not tied to a numerical value. Post because you want to post and it makes you happy, not because you want to make a bunch of money, truly. Because if your objective going into social media is I want to make money, well, you're going to get really discouraged because it's going to take a lot of time before you get there for most people. If you go into it with I love what I'm posting and this makes me happy, that is what will build the habits of getting into the routine of posting, and it'll also help you not care about what other people think of what you're posting because you love doing what you're doing. I feel like that's honestly the essence of it. So just post what you love, and then it won't matter what anybody else thinks about it, because all that matters is that you like the video or the post, not what anybody else thinks. Because what we think of ourselves fuels our brains and dictates our emotions and our actions. Keep that in mind. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this has helped you understand maybe how to take a step forward and do maybe how you can post on social media without feeling and fearing this fear of judgment. Have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you guys soon.